Perfidious Beat here, back from wading through another avalanche of vomit in XCOM, War of the Chosen. Avalanche of vomit, Pete, you have a tough night at the pub? No, it's just, you know, Steam summer sale is still well underway. And going through my discovery queue every day really does feel, at this point, like wading through an avalanche of vomit. And I don't understand why Steam decides every year that they should, like, part of their event should be having people look through their discovery queues. Do you mind, Optimus Prime, here? I'm talking about Steam and how it's become a garbage dump recently. Do you want to let me finish my rap here? Thanks, appreciate it. Oh, nope, never mind. Assassin's got to get in on the game, too. You know what? You guys go ahead. I'm just going to be over here doing other stuff. Done now? Thanks. Anyway, the Steam having their event centered around going through your discovery queue really does bring a somewhat murky problem into, like, relatively specific belief, although honestly the murkiness of the problem is getting less and less murky every day and becoming more and more apparent. But going through your discovery queue 3 times a day every day for 2 weeks really does sort of serve as the black velvet cloth that sets off the flaws in a diamond. Steam releases, like, roughly 30 games a day. Actually, in between episodes, went and did some very brief research on this, and so far to date, according to Steam Spy, whose estimates I'm definitely prepared to accept, Steam has released 4,592 games this year. There have only been 172 days in the year, which means roughly about 30 games a day are coming out on Steam. Now, as a part of the Steam Summer event, they want me to go and look through 3 discovery queues every day. Discovery queues, for whatever reason, seem to have 11 games in them. That's roughly 33 games a day. They're releasing about as many games a day as they want me to look through, and yet, when I go into my discovery queue, they're not suggesting any kind of, like, new or recent releases. The kind of stuff I'm getting is, like, a game called Alien Shooter from 2003. The game is 15 years old, man. Do you really think I'm gonna really be super interested in a 15-year-old game? I know I talked about this in a previous episode. It's just this baffles me why their algorithms don't pick up on this. I don't buy old games on Steam. Usually when I buy a game, it's like within the first 6 months after it releases. And in the last 6 months, Steam, you've probably released, what, 5,000 video games? Why not show me some of those titles in my discovery queue? Why can't that be what it consists of instead of a game called Kenshi that's been in early access since 2013 and still hasn't seen a release and also has mostly negative reviews? I don't understand what their algorithms are actually doing. It's just, it baffles me. 5,000 games in not quite half of a year, Steam, and you can't manage to suggest to me one game that might be a title I would consider buying. This is what I'm talking about when I say it's an avalanche of vomit. There's so much freaking garbage cluttering up the pipes. I'm never gonna want to wade through that to try and find a gem. That's just too much detritus to dig through for me. I'm not out here panning for gold. What am I, Krusty Cornelius? No, I don't have a mule and his name is not Rick. I can't be bothered to dig through that much shit, Steam. I just don't have the time. And I don't want to say that Steam should be the curators, but you know what? I kind of feel like maybe on Steam's part, at this point, a little curation probably goes a long way. I'm not a big proponent of having anybody get between me and potential things I might enjoy. Gatekeepers typically, I think, are kind of a bad thing. I think an open and unreserved market is maybe more beneficial, or maybe beneficial is probably not the right word. It's maybe a little more pro-consumer. Let's put it that way. For the consumer to have as many options as possible. But at some point, Steam, if you want to just allow every piece of trash anybody's going to put on your service to be available, you've got to provide me a way to wade through some of that, because I don't have enough time to look through all that trash for stuff I might buy. It's actually gotten to the point where, despite the fact that Steam is, I will say categorically, my favorite digital distribution system and my preferred method for buying video games, it's actually gotten to the point lately where I've just been going to Humble, because the Humble store is so much less cluttered. Like, I can look at upcoming releases from Humble and see stuff that I'll be like, you know what? That's a game I might actually consider buying. Not, I look at the upcoming releases page and there are 70 games on it. There are 30 games that are releasing today, and none of them are anything I've ever heard of by a studio I've ever heard of or ever seen. It's just a bunch of, like, there's like 70 visual novels and 5 JRPGs, and I'm having trouble finding any kind of titles I might be interested in. Damn, I wanted to take Virgil No Eyes Adamson on a mission, but he is tired. I guess we could go with Gutshot Shaherless, and is the janitor available? That'll do then. We'll take Gutshot and the janitor. Man, the janitor doesn't even get tired either. This guy is on point 24/7, and Shaherless, you know, kind of the same thing. These guys don't really seem to get weary. They don't really wear out. Make utility items available. Weapons and armor don't matter because we're not going to use them. Janitor, I don't remember. I can never remember what abilities this guy has. Like, I can always remember, like, oh, the janitor's great, but I don't remember why. So he's a gunslinger. He doesn't have Blade Storm, but he's got quick hands, or quick draw and lightning hands. So we definitely want to give the janitor the tools he's going to need to clean up this town. He's like a Ghostbuster. And Shaherless, we want to give you AP rounds as well. You know what, Gert Rafto? I was actually really disappointed in you last mission. You're not anywhere near as good of a shot as I expected you to be. You just have Fortress. That's what it is that Gert Rafto has. That's why we love Gert Rafto, is he's the guy who can actually go deliver a death blow to someone who's going to explode when they die and not take Gert Rafto with them. Like, he's our man to kill purifiers and gatekeepers and sectopods. That's the Gert Rafto bait. It's just, I don't know, Steam. When I go through my discovery queue, and you have my buying history. Again, I know I think I said this maybe a couple episodes ago, but your algorithms, if they're decent at all, should be better at predicting what I want at this point. I have like 500 games on Steam. You've got a lot of data points on Perfidious Pete. You should be doing better. You shouldn't be suggesting a game to me like, hey, Pete, you should buy The Legacy of Star Wars Dark Forces Jedi Knight Academy. A game that came out in 2002, which is good because it actually takes roughly 16 years to enunciate its title. Not kidding, that's actually the title of the game. The Legacy of Star Wars Dark Forces Jedi Knight Academy. There's too many words for a video game title. And too much vomit in this avalanche, Steam. You know what? Like, even just a tide of vomit would be okay, but I don't have the time to go through an avalanche. I'm starting to switch my allegiance. And the fact that you allow other competing companies, like, say, Humble Bundle, who do have some form of curation, which, if I want to go look at upcoming releases, don't require me to spend 6.5 hours trying to figure out what's coming out in the next 2 weeks that I might care about. You allow them to redeem keys on Steam, so, you know, probably, I'm guessing in the future, Humble's going to be getting some more of my money. And from a price perspective, Steam, you're not exactly a leader either. All of your competitors are willing to take a smaller cut of the pie. Like, they're working on a tighter margin, which is great for me as a consumer to have them working on a tighter margin, because that's less money out of old Pete's pocket. Fantastic work, by the way, Pete, having your man who is not concealed. Oh, well, nobody's concealed, so I guess it doesn't matter. You know what? I was about to chastise myself for having the VIP take firsties here, but now that I think about it, you know what? It's not a bad idea. Let's find this man some cover. Here, go. There's a Spectre down there somewhere. We can hear him crackling. Where's he at? Go find him, Ben Long. Scout it out. Good work. There he is. You spotted him, but somehow didn't activate him. That's confusing. How did you spot him and yet not activate him? Like, if we come over here... That's real weird. Okay, you know what, Gert Rafto? Like, you are a shooter, though. This is fine. Gert, you do have one of our mimic beacons. Let's not have you do it. Mad Mardigan, you're probably the fastest man on the team, right? Mad Mardigan is just stupidly fast. Come down here and trigger this pod and see if we can't get them to come toward us. That's more than one pod, though, Mad Mardigan. You were only supposed to get one. Way to go, you overachiever. That's a lot of Viper. On the plus side, if we can get somebody with Blade Storm next to those Vipers, we could kill as many as we can reach. Mad Mardigan? Wanna take a trip to Viper Town here? Again, can kill as many as we can reach. One of them fell back. So nobody is going to be able to move further than Mad Mardigan. He's our fastest boy. We also have a team of double specters here, which is very bad. We're definitively going to need one of those mimic beacons. So I think Mad Mardigan, we could have you come here, take a shot at this. We're not going to get any Blade Storm kills off of these guys because they have lightning reflexes, so they're going to dodge it. It feels like probably our best bet. Kill as many Vipers as we can, although we're not going to get that one. Kill as many Vipers as we can, then dunk a Mimic Beacon in the back. Let those guys work over the beacon. We can one-shot kill all of these Vipers, and the nice thing about taking the one-shot kills on the Vipers, too, is it's going to give us a little bit of extra focus. A little bit of extra focus that we're later going to expend boring through our Steam Discovery queue. And when I say boring... boring through our Steam Discovery queue trying to find, like, you know... Actually, at this point, I'm not even trying to find stuff. I'm just clicking through it as quick as possible. Because all I really want at this point is just to get my summer sale trading cards. If I was a smarter man, what I would do is save myself the time spent clicking through my discovery queue and just go buy the trading cards to craft the badge, because it cost me all of like 40 cents. I don't value my own time well enough, I guess, is the real problem. Like, if I more appropriately valued my time... This is risky, and I'm still gonna do it. Batman, come in here, not on a parry. And stand next to this Viper so you can Blade Storm him. Well, that's why it was dangerous, and that's why it was a fantastically stupid idea, because now we got a Gatekeeper up here, as well as a pure... Batman's in deep shape. Who's got our other Mimic Beacon? Well, we could exchange position with Batman and pull him back to the roof. Does this end our turn? We've been wanting to test this ability out. What if we swap spots with the Bat? Did it end our turn? It does not end our turn. Okay, so exchange, as far as abilities go, then, is just straight up fantastic. Unfortunately, Robbie Gallagher does not have lightning hands, or rather does not have... Shoot that Spectre. 7 damage from the AP rounds. Alright, so I'm actually... Exchange is now one of my go-to abilities. I've decided it is key. Because it got me away from looking like an idiot. Like, saved me from my own stupidity, literally one time. We have Gallagher go ahead and kill you. Perfect. We got our point of focus back. It does take 1 focus, but the fact that we start with 1 focus is very helpful. Then we can parry that. Now, we do need a Mimic Beacon down here. Gutshot, who do you bonus action? You bonus action our boy here. We could send him out and maybe go... I don't want to go any further back. That's a bad idea. Rafto, Batman's already taken his move, and you have our other Mimic Beacon. Can you throw the other Mimic Beacon? Who bonus actions you? You bonus action Mad Mardigan, who at this point doesn't really need a bonus action, but can't bonus action you. I want you to be able to throw this Mimic Beacon beyond our boy out there and away from any other enemies so that we can maybe get that Gatekeeper and Purifier to take shots at it. So, like, throw it out as far as you can. We need this Gatekeeper to be able to see it. These guys back here are not going to be able to. We need those guys also to be able to see it. What if we put it here? I don't know if the Gatekeeper can see it. Gatekeeper definitely can't. What about here? It still just says 2 enemies. Hold on a second. If we go here... Yeah, 3 enemies. So, we want it here. We're not going to be able to throw it. We're not going to be able to save ourselves from the Purifier, necessarily. Throw the Mimic Beacon. Throw it over here. No, this is a valid target. You can chuck it over here. The square's lit. There it goes. Just took him a minute to work the turkey through. Gutshot, what do we want to have you do then? Probably just come down here and rend someone, but who's that someone going to be? I'm thinking maybe now that we've got this Spectre started, we should just finish working him over. We could probably kill one of these Spectres. We're not going to get them both. Also, what we really want to be at the end of this turn is not bunched up. Otherwise, that Gatekeeper's going to come drop... Well, we actually... Simon Magus is not fast enough. He's actually not fast enough to really do anything here, is he? Whoops. So maybe you... We could have you bonus action Batman after we pulled him to safety. We could have you go for the Ionic Storm, which would kill a guy but leaves you not parrying. There actually is nothing particularly useful we can do with you here, except maybe just have you take a shot. Like, this may be our best bet. 72% chance to finish off the Spectre. We got him. Yeah, kill's a kill. We'll take it. Once again, we have spawned the entire pod on our first turn, which we've been doing with shocking regularity lately, but also which hasn't really burned us yet. 6 damage. That means the Gatekeeper probably kills him if the Gatekeeper's first to act in a second pod. Hopefully he's first to act, because he'll just come over here and like throw a beam at the Mimic Beacon. Then we got a Purifier and another Cholo back there, taking shots at our guy who's on parry. So worst case scenario, maybe we'll take a little bit of damage. Definitely vaporized. So then we get a Purifier and a regular Trooper back in the back who are going to mess about with us. Purifier's going to set us on fire. This is going to get parried, so we won't be on fire. But it's this follow-up shot that actually has us concerned, and the fact that we're now standing in the middle of a raging inferno. Yeah, it's real bad. Well, we dodged it, but we are disoriented. Gallagher, if only you had Blade Storm, you might have been able to save your own life. So we gotta kill that Gatekeeper. Wait, are you also on fire? You're not on fire. Calm your shit down. Okay, so Mad Mardigan. Our best bet for killing the Gatekeeper is actually to just throw 3 Mars Voltas at him. We can also shoot him up a little bit, though, too. Got some lightning hands. 95% shot at the lightning hands. That's acceptable. Take it. And Shahurtless, we may have you... Who's going to bonus action you? Potentially worth it for Gallagher to use... he can't do it while he's disoriented. He could take a very quick pistol shot with quick draw here. And then, yeah, let's do that. So take the quick pistol shot. And then we'll just go ahead and finish this man off. I can't rend him while I'm disoriented. Well, that's very unsatisfactory then. I guess we'll take a pistol shot and try and kill him. Damn good thing we had quick draw. Mad Mardigan, you have quick draw too. So here's an idea. Take a shot at yonder Gatekeeper. You don't have AP rounds, so that's actually pointless though. Take a shot at the Spectre then. Soften him up a little. Perfect. We'll come back to you in a minute. Gut shot, Shahurtless. You can kill the Spectre and then still have an action to Mars Volta the Gatekeeper. This is acceptable to us. Do that. You didn't kill the Spectre, though, dog. You left him alive. What is wrong with you? What are you thinking? I was thinking maybe you could come over here and rend this dude and then chain it over into him, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we need 3 people to Mars Volta that Gatekeeper, and then also somebody has to take care of a boy back there. You know what? Here's a good solution. Simon Magus, murder this man. Once again, old Perfidious Pete's just, I'm overthinking things. Giving it a little bit of too much of the old noodle. Simon Magus just takes a quick draw shot, then throws the Mars Volta. Gert Snowman Rafto. Who do you bonus? You could bonus Mad Mardigan. Well then, that's actually intriguing. Mad Mardigan has 2 points of focus. Is that big enough? Not quite. So we could have Mad Mardigan come and hit this guy, and then work his way over the bonus action. You know what? No. It's not worth it. Just go for the Mars Volta. This guy's got 6 health left. One more Mars Volta puts him in the dirt. Gut shot, what are we going to get out of you then? Like, very little else. Somebody needs to go over there and get this purifier. Like, we gotta do something about this purifier. We could rend him. You know what? It's not gonna kill him, but it's okay. We've got it. Plan solved. We've got it. The problem is it's come to me. We worked the turkey through. It took us a minute because I'm kind of dumb, but you gotta be shitting me though. Everything on the map all at once, all the time. That's the XCOM rule. Always fight every enemy simultaneously. Well, we're gonna have to parry, and now we're definitely gonna need a bonus action here from Gut shot. I didn't want to have to do... Well, shit. He's on the wrong man, though. We cannot bonus action the man who needed a bonus action. We're in deep shit. Well, we can't not kill the gatekeeper. It has to be done. That's one problem solved. Also, we got Mad Mardigan standing out in the open with no kind of cover, no parry, no nothing. We're gonna need a bonus action from the bat. Alright, Batman, get your ass down here. Did Simon Magus already go, though? Well, we completely fucked this entire turn. I was actually gonna have Batman throw... perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. That was brilliantly played, Pete. Well done. That was ingenious. It was exactly the right way to handle that. I thought Simon Magus still had an action. I was going to have him throw a Mimic Beacon. But Simon Magus has apparently used all his actions. So now everybody's on fire forever. Great. This is perfect. And all of these guys, of course, are using abilities that we have no chance to deflect or reflect, even though we have deflection and reflection. I'm unbelievably furious. Yeah, take your damn damage here, Batman. Also, there's a man back there who's on Overwatch. Perfect. So, who has Shadow Step? Anybody? Well, Gert Rafto, shouldn't you be immune to fire, explosions, and burning? Yes, which is why you are currently uninjured. Do you have Shadow Step? You do. If we kill this purifier, we will also kill the guy he is Holy Warrior to. Although, how did those guys get shielded? Wait, who the hell shielded them? Oh, the shield is from Holy Warrior. Got it. Right. So, Batman, are you on fire? No, because you can still rend. I'd prefer you didn't rend that guy, though, if it's all the same to you. Gallagher, you're on fire. Well, I mean, when you're already on fire, what's the... No harm in running through a blaze, then. Raincoat, wet situation. You can't get more inflagoed. No, don't hunker down, though. I would like for you to shoot this man. Shooting a purifier is the one thing we can still have you successfully do while you yourself are on fire. Gut shot? What do you got? You know what? A respectable chance to take down that heavy mech, and you have no focus. Take the shot here. Five damage through the AP rounds. Who's your bonus action go to? It does no good. We need those bonus actions to be going the other way. We need him bonus actioning you, not vice versa. Is Batman going to be able to throw a Mimic Beacon while he's on fire? Ben Long, I don't even know where you're supposed to be going. Really, I just want you to move so you'll leave me alone. On the plus side, there's no chance that Ben spawns pod here because they're all taken care of. We got that shit locked down already. All the pods, they're all spawned already. Batman cannot throw Mimic Beacon because he is on fire. And yet he can rend? If he's... Well, you know what? Again, this is a raincoat wet situation. Batman's already on fire. Just have him go rend this guy. Let's see if we can kill him. Yeah, you got shielded 6 of that. You can't parry because, again, due to the flames. So, Mad Mardigan... This mission has been an absolute shit show. Just a total shit show. Mad Mardigan, we're going to have you go away from this man, please. We're using our momentum move to actually move for a change. Advanced teamwork, give Batman another action. Well, Batman, I mean... Even if he explodes... Which, of course, he did. I mean, you're already on fire. What's the worst that could happen? That purifier somehow didn't die? That's quite bad. Run away. And this mission, though. Just, like, I hate everything about it. This is what happens when I get distracted by Steam. You know what? This is Gabe Newell's fault. All of this is I'm blaming it all on Lord Gaben. It's all his fault. You're gonna put me in stasis? Could you not put one of our flaming guys in stasis and saved his life? Would have been nice. We still have 2 men that are on fire. Put one of them in stasis. He is on fire, and I think he set that building ablaze. I'm pretty sure he cooked that building off. Where did that other... He's over here. I want a Blade Stormer over here next to this priest. If you still had a lightning hands here, Gert Rafto, I would use it. We're gonna have to get at least one other never mind. Gert Rafto. Gert Rafto, you're doing all the heavy lifting on this mission. You're the only man I can trust. The only one here who knows what the hell he's about. It's like, why don't I just stun this man, Pete, and save you all some trouble? Where's my med kit, though? Yeah, we're gonna have to put out the flaming Batman. Got that taken care of. So, how many turns until you are dead forever here? Gallagher? Like, you're just gonna go. I know you're supposed to stop, drop, and roll when on fire, but in your case, I think maybe it should just be run, run, and run. Get over here and rend this stun guy. If you ran through fire to do that, Simon Magus, okay. Running across the top of a burning building, much better than running through the burning building and into a pile of flames. It's a much smarter idea. That man's just dead. Apparently when they're stunned, they can't trigger their sustainability, perhaps? That's how that works. I'm gonna go with that as a theory. That's my operating theory. Batman, you also really need to just leave. So run towards the exit. Man, Mardigan? I mean, you still look good. Hair looks great. How'd your relationship with Sorsha work out, by the way? Good? Bad? Indifferent? Little known fact about Val Kilmer is the woman who played Sorsha in Willow, actually, Val Kilmer married her in real life. They were actually wed, and I think later divorced, which is why I kid Val Kilmer about the whole Sorsha thing. So, Robbie Gallagher, you may go now. I would rather you not burn to death, so why don't you just leave and be hurt for 100 trillion years? Would have been nice if you could have maybe gotten a promotion out of that, but you know what? Nobody learned anything from this shit show. I'd say it would have been nice to get a promotion, but you know what? We don't deserve a promotion, really. What do we deserve? We deserve exactly what we got. Pain, suffering, and scars over 30 to 90% of our body. Batman, speaking of extensive scarring, why don't you go see about getting some skin grafts there, pal? I'm next. Everybody else could... Gut shot is like boat anchor in here. Just everybody go. I'll go quickly. Yeah, we're good. Gert Rafto and our boy back here are not quite fast enough to get the job done, but they should be able to make it on a full sprint next turn. Mad Mardigan, go talk to your divorce attorney. Simon Templar, I don't know, put on a wig and a bad accent. Just get out of my sight, really. I want to try and forget that this mission ever happened. Gert, exit zone for you. Got shot. You're one tile short, though. Nice work. Couldn't you have slid for home? I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, a face-first slide, it seems like that should have got you there. That's something they should add to XCOM, sliding. You should be able to trade an action point for... like an action point on your subsequent turn to give you a couple extra tiles movement. Like, I'm gonna be at -1 action point next turn, but I get a slide an extra 4 tiles if I do a face-first dive here. Be like, I can dive for cover at the end of a dash. Mission accomplished! In a sort of George W. Bush put up the banner kind of way, I guess, yeah. Perfidious Speed will also be closed for a gameplay upgrade wherein he tries to not shame himself. Radical propaganda? Operation Bloodfort. Please land the plane so that we can wash the memory of this from our collective conscience. I'm gonna go look at more Steam games because that's the only thing that makes me feel better about me. Gurafto, you have 66 ability points, huh? That's a lot. You know what? Take exchange. Face off a Reaper is so not useful for us here. I guess we'll take face off. I mean, all of these abilities are actually pretty bad. I guess Reaper is maybe more beneficial than face off, but it's also not especially beneficial for us. The problem with Reaper is that it reduces the damage you do by 2 every time you swing it, and we already have difficult time killing things with the Celestial Gauntlets, because until you have a lot of... Oh good, Bruce Wayne's afraid of poison. You know, when I get set on fire, that's my first fear henceforth, to be like, well, the scar tissue is never really gonna heal right, and these skin grafts look abominable. I'm gonna die alone because no woman will ever want to touch me. Which is why I'm afraid of poison, suddenly. Because I'm afraid that when people see my hideous Liam Neeson in Darkman-style visage, they're going to try and poison me. That's like a supremely rational fear. I mean, good work on that one. When you get out of the infirmary, I guess we'll get rid of that. Not that I guess as far as fears go, fear of poison isn't terrible because there's so little that's gonna potentially poison us. I'm just getting out of the episode. This one was a shit show from top to bottom. It really was. Starting with the avalanche of vomit from Steam. Let's just get this. Let's call it a day. If you enjoyed the episode, yeah, I mean, you didn't. But let's just, if you're willing to humor me about the episode, you might consider dropping a like down in the comment section. Of course, support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more episodes about which you'll be forced to humor me in order to help conserve my self-esteem, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon after another Steam Discovery Queue.